discipleship, I was searching for something to fill my emptiness and I was questioning my spiritual faith. But throughout this experience, the emptiness and questions have been washed away, resulting in immense growth in my spiritual life. I remember being so angry with God because my life was falling apart. I felt alone and felt that He had left me. Reflecting back on this, these thoughts came from my insecurity and my lack of faith. I learned that to understand my painful and difficult circumstances, I needed God's perspective, because He doesn't do things out of pure randomness. Rather, He does things and speaks to us through circumstances to reveal His purpose. I'm a person that needs to have control over everything pertaining to my life, and when I lose control, I'm full of unbearable anxiety. One of the recurring questions that kept popping in my head during the study was, are you really ready to follow God? I wasn't sure if I was ready to let go of my control and give 100% of my life over to Him. Because this question is so much more than just simply following God. With following comes committing my life to Him, to promising to obey His word, to change and to let go of my current standings in life, to follow Him wherever He may guide me, and to learn to be a servant of God. I learned that this fear of changing the direction of my life was because I was living a self-centered life. I was focused on myself, I was proud of my accomplishments, I depended on my own talents and abilities, and chose to listen to society and live a selfish and ordinary life. I needed to break away from this life because to know God's will, I had to deny myself and return to a God-centered life. Returning to a God-centered life is the most rejuvenating thing that has ever happened to me. Living a life in which I place all confidence in God and depend on Him and His ability and provision has opened my eyes to see the work He is constantly doing around me. One of my biggest challenges was to break out of my shy and introverted shell. I had to step out of this box to truly fellowship and build a bond with my fellow brothers and sisters. Also, by breaking out of my shell, I have learned to embrace the talents that God blessed me with and to use them to glorify His name. Being able to lead the EM Children's Ministry is truly a blessing. Discipleship has had a great impact in my life in preparing me to become a servant of God, because for the first time, I learned how much God truly loves me. He sent someone so perfect to die for someone so imperfect, and learning this, I want to make every aspect of my life His.